you hear certain people, well, not certain people, but I'll be more specific. People on the site, how they say, my mission is to maybe like get ESP and show the world this ESP. I don't even know if that's the right abbreviation, but show the world that I can do this and it exists. Or another person will say, it's my job to expose this and this. Well, that's not my job. My job is to be curious, learn a little bit, and just try to maybe tell a few people here or there, but really just learn more than anything. So, and well, what I told AP, which is true too, because as you know, I write movies, and
which I'm a character in, thank you.
And I told him, like, really, one of the main reasons why I actually like writing is because I hope that somewhere in the world, one person will see it and it'll help them have a better day. Maybe have them help some random person, and that random person will help someone else, and so on and so forth. So that's yeah, that's what I want to do. I just want to make people happier. I guess, yeah. I mean, it sounds kind of cheesy, but that's what it is.
Oh, no, it's fine. I mean, like, I don't know if I've told you or not, but, like, I mean, AP's told me since we met, you know, he's like, I'm going to die when I'm 27. So I'm like, okay. So I'm, you know, in a relationship with this guy, and he's telling me he's going to die when he's 27, which is just a few years away. But at the same time, even though he told me that, I was like, okay, you know, I can't stop this. But he's always told me that he's here to help the world, and he's here to help people. And here's the difference, like, he's the nicest guy in the world. I can be nice sometimes, but I can also be bitchy, nasty, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. But it's just like part of who I am, and we're polar opposites in every way possible, but it works for us, so that's good. And it's interesting that still people to this day are like, you know, we've known you guys for 9.5 years, like, we're surprised that, you know, you guys aren't divorced and hating each other. And it's like, no, we don't. Like, we're opposites, but
it's the email. That's what it is.
Well, I just started recently, but no, seriously, like, after the car accident, like, you can look at that person and you're fighting about stupid and you just are like you look at them and it's just like, why are we fighting about this ridiculous shit? Like,
so in an odd way, would you say that the car accident actually had some good come out of it?
Oh no, it definitely did. Yeah, it's in a weird way it did. Yeah, I mean, it's.
So I mean, it's funny because a lot of life's tragedies, sometimes good does come from it. I will say that I've noticed that, and you know, it gives people hope.
Yeah, no, it definitely did. Like, before the car accident, like, I was freaking fed up with everything. Like, I mean, like I said, we went from having 2 businesses and making like $5,000 a month to nothing, to where, like, I couldn't hardly get him to leave the house. Like, he didn't want to leave the house, you know. It was not easy. I mean, I learned a lot of patience during that time, which is something I don't have. And but I always was there because I love him, and he's my soulmate. We were meant to be together, and I know that, and he knows that. And it's like, no matter what comes in between, whether it's a family member or freaking aliens or freaking somebody at the store, you know, like, whatever, he's my best friend. He's the best friend I've ever had. And
wow, that is so cool.
And some people don't understand. Like, I tell my friends that he's my best friend, and like I tell them, like, anything you tell me, I'm going to tell him. And some of my friends get mad about it. And, they're just like, well, how can you betray me like that? Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, it's not betraying you. I was like, I've told you, I'm going to tell him because that's what we do. Like, we've always been like that. Like, we're best friends. Anything... Just so you know, anybody on the website, anything you tell me, I will tell AP, because he does the same for me. And just because I tell him does not mean he's going to turn around and tell, like, snitch on you or, whatever. Like, it's not like that. It's just, from the people I've ran into as far as relationship-wise go, we are different than most of them. I'm not saying we're better by any means. We're not. We fight and have ridiculous things.
You're better.
No. No. We're not. But the way I think a lot of it really seriously, honestly had to do with we connected online, which is a whole different experience as connecting with somebody personally.
Well, you don't know what the person looks like, and so pretty much all you have to do to judge them is their words. So
yeah,
and I think that creates a lot of trust, and that's probably I'm pretty sure it helped a little, but I'm no expert in this stuff at all.
Oh no, it did, because you connect on a whole different level than the whole fake, oh, here's what I look like, and, here's what you look like, and, and just stuff like that. But I swear,
I do look like whoever the current most handsomest man in the world is, honestly.
And I agree with you 100%. He does, ladies.
Just a little darker.
Yeah, ladies, he does look like that. So contact me if you want to talk to him. I'll put in a good word, but wait, if you're good enough, you get through me first to get to him, but...
Yeah. I love this, because Mrs. AP is acting like a sister. Of course, I don't have any sisters, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, but no, I mean, like, Sam and Tom met because of the website, and, stuff like that, and it's just interesting because you get to know that person on a whole different level. So, I mean, like I said before, I hope... I get so upset about this. The one reason why I haven't done this for so long is because I don't want people to discredit AP, because I don't talk about aliens all day long, but he does, and I put up with it some of the time. There's other times I just look at him and say, I can't do this. But then again, it's so frustrating because I'm so afraid that people are gonna not take him seriously, because people get so mad at me when I tell him that I don't listen to every word he says and that I haven't listened to every show that he's done. I'm like, to be honest with you, I've already heard all of this, and I semi-listened, and it's not the main part of my life. And since the car accident, it hasn't been the main part of his life anymore. But before that, it was. And it's nice to not be second anymore, as awful as that sounds, but that's how I felt. So, but I've also tried to include myself more with it, and being on the website, and I love everybody there. Well, there's a few, but that doesn't matter. But it's, I've met a lot of great people through there, and I hope to meet way more of the space chickens than we already have. I mean, Anthony was just out here, and we had a great time with him, and I hope that we can travel around the world and meet all the space chickens.
Speaking of space chickens, over 1,300 members now. Did you think it would get that high that fast?
Never.
Well, you were just banking on... What number were you banking on?
I wasn't banking on any number. I was just